sad times in my head. That's a few things I might do is let go.
Change my life, change the way I think, change my life.
Been very emotional.
All right.
Alrighty.
Who's? Oh no, you're in charge.
I'll
Go.
do this.
Sorry, go.
Alrighty. Welcome back to the Polaris podcast, the number one podcast in the world around mental health.
People at the back. Cheers, bros.
Boom, boom, boom. Here we are. My name is Tahi. This is Jacob, and we have our new producer, old Maxxy boy over there.
Yes, Max. There he is.
Put the camera on yourself, brother.
He's got a camera on him
he's
as
got
well.
a camera too, baby.
What's going on, Max?
Oh, bugger all, guys. Yeah. Excited to be here. Excited to be the new producer. Yeah, it's good.
Actually producing someone now. Like when you're like, Tahi, you'll produce it. I'm like, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, we've actually got someone.
We've
over
actually
there
got
now.
someone that's doing it.
And the really cool thing is as well, so we have fucking camera angles on Maxxy as well. He's got his own microphone. He's got his own set of headphones. And also, he's a talented motherfucker because he is live producing this as we speak. So he is flicking and toggling in between the cameras, and it's just going to fucking save so much time for me. I don't have to edit anymore. Life's bliss. And we've got a big dog in it.
Second biggest human in this room.
Cheers, bros. Built like a broom handle.
Yeah. Shoulders like a snake.
Yeah. Oh, mate, fucking pleasure to have you on. It's
Yeah.
gonna be sick.
It's been good.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So, yeah, everyone forgive me for maybe cutting to our different camera angles pretty terribly.
Doesn't matter,
Whatever,
Hey,
but yeah.
we all started somewhere. We all started somewhere.
mate. Like I said to you, it's like doesn't matter if you like, you know, if you miss it by a couple of seconds. Honestly, I don't think fucking many people are watching it anyway. It's just listeners, so take yourself a bit of credit. It's fine. It's all good. But yeah, now we've got Maxxy involved in the poddy. Now this is going to be really fucking awesome because for one, we actually have someone that's going to help us produce each podcast, which is going to be heaps better for Tahi and I instead of last minute bloody scrounging together and getting it ready.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Maxxy on here. He's going to be helping us out doing that type of stuff. And also, if we need anything fucking Googled or if we need anything from the back end, he's on it. He'll be straight onto
The
it.
old fact checker.
Old fact checker. If we got something pop in our brain, you know, who's Joe Rogan's? What's his name? Jamie. You're our Joe Rogan's Jamie's. So you're just a bigger and better looking.
Yeah, hopefully you can fit on the camera screen because you're fucking pretty big, brother.
No, do I? Don't know if it looks-
I don't know, man.
Juicy. But yeah, no, it's going to be heaps better. And also, now when we have guests on, Maxxy will be there producing with the guests as well. So we'll have, we'll have those camera angles going as well. And then eventually we got some, I haven't told you that, but we've got some new cameras on the way. Once the new cameras get here, we'll have one on us, one on the guest, one on Maxxy.
Fucking
So
earth.
then you'll have 3 camera angles you need to toggle through.
Yeah, fun. Very fun.
You'll get there, mate.
Yeah.
You'll fucking get there. First day on the job. I'm pumped.
Yeah, very excited for this. It's
Yeah.
going to be good. It's going to make it so much easier. And a bit more easy a lot more easy for you editing.
Oh, mate. Amount of time. Like last week was the biggest one, biggest
Yeah.
challenge. Just because I was, fucking heaps crook, and then having to sit there. Pretty much for like editing, you got to add on like double the amount of time for how long the podcast is. That's how long it is to edit it. Most of the time, anyway. Unless you want to like speed through it and like blast through it. But
Yeah.
anyway, now Max is here and he's doing it on the fly, so
Yeah.
don't even have to fucking worry about it anymore.
Well, the
So-
plant today. What?
Cock and balls is that? But
Oh, sorry.
that's all right. I was just saying, grey shorts is it's a bold move, Carton.
Hey, it's not on me though. It's all on you. I'm this way. I'm good. Max is getting this fucking full show.
I can just look,
It's no undie Sunday in my life.
mate. That's a bulge over there.
Is this a fucking family channel, boys?
Sorry,
Come
sorry.
on. So the plan for today's episode is just to introduce Max, and then we've got a new few things that we're going to add in.
Yeah, my audio in my headphones is not coming through. You can hear me talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
Good.
doesn't matter. I don't know. Must be playing up. Anyway,
Bloody Lauren being down here again, fucking shit up.
pretty much, bro.
Yep,
Hang-
typical
hang on,
Lauren.
Hang on, there we go. Now we're on.
Good.
I don't know. There was a button that was pushed there. Anyway,
Oh,
hopefully that audio didn't fuck up there. I do apologise, but
No, we
anyway.
heard you loud and clear.
Yeah,
We
I
got
was
you.
just wigging out then. I was
Yeah.
like, can't hear myself.
But yeah, we got some new things that we're going to add into the podcast. So we're going to still do our topics when, well, obviously when there's not a guest here, when we have just the three of us.
Yeah.
We'll do our topics that we talk about, give you some tools, give you some strategies to do at home. And then also Max is going to throw in a few little games, if you will.
Yeah, it's like we're coming up with some segments that we can start implementing into the podcast when we don't have guests, instead of us just sitting here rambling for 30 minutes and going, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Like we'll still have some structure in regards to, like, you know, still keeping the check-in, still keeping the topic, still keeping that type of stuff. But now we're just going to start implementing other pieces as well, where still keeping, you know, the impact and still keeping the message and stuff, but also adding in a bit more lighthearted stuff as well into the podcast. So the plan's going to be adding more stuff into the podcast. And then on top of that, when all three of us are here together, we're actually going to start looking at filming some YouTube videos that we can actually post onto the YouTube channel as well. So the plan will be to have like once per week podcast, and then just to start with another one video per week of us doing some lighthearted stuff. Try and build the audience a bit more and connect a bit more. And I think we're getting to a point of like, the guests are awesome. That's fucking perfect. Every time we have a guest on, bang, that's awesome. But now it's more about, I don't know, creating more of a connecting podcast and engaging podcast as well. So implementing a few more things. What do you reckon, Maxxy? Does that sound good, Bruss?
Yeah, it really does. I think it's a great idea to kind of keep the theme of what Polaris are always about, and encouraging everybody to kind of be better versions of themselves, but also throw in a bit of fun, throw in some humour.
Yeah,
you know,
that can be hilarious.
Humour, but yeah, certainly encourage all our listeners. If you want to throw in some ideas of what it is you want us to do, some dares, some tricks, some certain sort of things, make me do some athletic ability type of things.
Shirts off,
Oh, definitely.
please.
Are you taking your shirt off?
Me
He should do this whole episode with your shirt off.
next week. You got to have your shirt off. When our guest is here next week.
Yeah, you should actually, because she's
just don't say who it is, but
yeah.
I'm just letting you know our guest for next week is she plays.
she'll probably put you on your ass. Put it that way.
Yeah, she plays New South Wales State of Origin. So
She's a beast.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll probably end up on my ass anyway. I don't like getting up running around too much, mate. Powerlifter, you just walk 10 metres to the platform and back. That's all you need to do.
Exactly.
That's it. Lay
Exactly.
down, stand up. That's about it.
Yeah. But yeah, so if we're trying to come up with a way of, I don't know, this is a spitballing idea. If we create like a hotline, or we create something where people can call in or leave voice notes. Or
Hotline
something.
bling.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
You know, pay fucking Drake.
and then
every
that
time
way,
it comes on.
what we can do is we can play their voice notes through this, and then people can hear it,
yeah,
and then we respond.
talk
you
big
know.
shit.
So make it a bit more engaging. I think.
I'm around it.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So
By the
yeah.
way, we've been getting a fair few fucking followers on the old podcast Instagram.
Yeah, I know.
It's been going off.
And that's the other thing as well. Now we've got Maxxy as well. Now we'll be able to start implementing and getting more active on socials and stuff. And yeah, it's just going to be way better. The fucking plan is, boys, we're just going to be fucking Newcastle's bloody Joe Rogans and just get our $60 million Spotify deal. And
Yeah, I'm fucking waiting.
fuck,
I'm waiting, brother.
I tell you, it's coming. We're going to look back on this, boys, in a few years. We're going to be like, look where it started.
At the start of this week, I said to myself, something good's going to happen.
It will, mate.
Nothing good's happened this week.
It will.
Well,
It
a
will.
few things have. but
Maybe it
nothing
has.
like-
You just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's true. Probably.
know?
Yeah. Well, let's do a couple little check-ins before we go too much.
Yeah,
further. Maxxy, how you going?
Oh, it's been a pretty busy week for myself. Come off the back of a last weekend night shifts and straight into a couple of day shifts on Wednesday, Thursday. Been pretty busy, but I get this weekend off to kind of focus on myself, do some things I like to do, like reading and bloody getting into nature. Thinking about jumping in the water down the beach. But,
Do it, bros. I did it last Sunday. It was so good.
Yeah, but you jump in an ice bath every single morning. Like, that's just
Got
pretty
a point.
crazy.
Good a point.
He does have a
Touche,
point.
Pretty
brother.
insane.
Yeah.
But
Touche.
other than that, it's been a pretty hectic week. Same with the training and eating right and all the rest of it. Things that you just got to do as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been busy, but been good. I've been trying to a few other things in the personal space that have been playing on my mind, and trying to work through things like that. That's coming to coming to fruition and coming to the forefront of things.
Yep.
And just getting through that. Really.
Yeah, nice, man.
How
Nice.
you doing?
Go for it, bro.
I'm doing good, bro. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't doing too good. I've had a bit of a struggling week. My energy's been a bit all over the place, and just had a few challenges this week that's kind of come up. And I voiced them to Jacob this morning. I sent him a little voice memo. I did a pretty hectic meditation last night for about an hour and 20 maybe, and I was just trying to find answers. And I think I was too tired. Like I felt like I was too tired. And I felt like I didn't get the answers I was looking for last night. Like this morning, I just put some meditation music on and drove to work, and then all the answers just started pumping me, and I was like, oh fuck. So I just turned the music off, grabbed my phone, and just fucking voice memoed a few things to Jacob, and yeah, it was it's good to finally figure out a few things that I need to know, and work on myself a bit more. So
Did you like the response?
I did. That was fucking great.
Good.
Yeah.
So I was.
I didn't have my phone at work, so I was like, when I got in the car, I read it, and I was like, that's why I rang you. Then we spoke about everything else but that.
Yeah.
Which is good. Which I still needed.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, I'm good. Just at a base level at the moment. Just going in between and just figuring a few things out. How are you?
Pretty much the same, boys. Pretty much bang on. Yeah.
Are we all blaming the moon?
Oh, mate, I'll
'Cause I
blame the fuck out of my Pisces. Venus rising, baby girl. No. How am I? Last week I got smacked with sickness. Still coming off the back end of that. Somehow it reared its head again yesterday. I feel okay today. Today's alright. But yeah, much the same, mate. My a lot of I started to realize what it was. It was a lot of my shadow stuff was starting to come up over this week, and how do I explain this without specifically saying it? I was called to make amends with some certain things from the past, and also tie up some loose ends as well. So, it was actually a really confronting Friday, to be honest. It was a really confronting Friday. But instead of meeting it from a place of like, oh, this is fucking a bit full on, I don't want to do it, so I'll push it to the side and keep doing it, and just like, live for the weekend and escape for it over the weekend. I sort of woke up with a different perspective this morning. I was just like, no, fuck this, man. You gotta lean into the shit and start facing it. So, same as you, mate. It was a pretty deep meditation I did here today. Expressed a few tears to myself, which was good. It's just been a pretty challenging week in regards to like business, and then in some personal stuff and pieces like that. So, felt the pinch, but instead of running away from the pinch, I lent into it today and faced it instead of pushing away from it again. So,
Nice, man.
yeah, it was and that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know what it was this week, but yeah, just had to fucking face it. Like, there was no more of pushing it to the side and I guess escaping from it. It was more like, hey, this needs to be faced now. And like I said, a lot of that shadow stuff, a lot of stuff of like unsure of self, a lot of stuff of like even some jealous pieces, even some pieces of like, oh, they've got that, why don't I have that type of stuff, which I haven't felt like that in a very long time. And it's just started to rear its head, and I was just like, this is a bit out of left field, but I was grateful it come through because, had to face it. So
It's actually quite funny you say that and bring that up. That's probably, I'm looking in the mirror. That's exactly what I've actually come up with the last couple of days. Yeah, that I didn't want to push it to the side. Well, I have been, actually. I've done the wrong thing. I've done the complete opposite, pushing it to the side and going, I'll deal with this a little bit later. That thought, that jealousy of, they have things I don't. Why?
yeah,
Why is it so cruisy for these people, not me? Then I look at myself and say, what am I doing though? What am I doing that's contributing to this? And a lot of things kind of popped up, and I'll be honest, I didn't face it. I didn't want to face it. Had a bit of same thing. Expression today with a few tears and frustration and anger and all types of things coming through, and I was like, "Wow, this has come out of nowhere."
Yeah.
Like, a few things have triggered it, 100% during the week, but I didn't know where it came from. It's funny you say that, those feelings where you've gone head first into it. I've started to avoid it, but that being said, I am going to change that over this weekend. As my whole focus is to face that, face all this, and engaged another sort of coach in addition to yourself, narrative bin, unreal. So to help me through a few of these things that I've kind of discovered on this journey, I'm like, oh, there's more than just the masculine problems that are coming through. It's also the feminine. So someone who's got a little bit more, don't say you don't have it, but a bit more experience in that sort of realm. Something a little bit different. I think there's something that hasn't quite been confronted fully yet. So
mate, it'll be the best thing that you do, starting to incorporate another piece of another coaching from another perspective. And like you said, 100%, Nez has got way more experience in regards to that type of world. I'm definitely more in the empowerment side of life, and she's more of definitely emotional side, masculine, feminine side, learning more about that type of stuff. So man, got to add that to your repertoire and engage in many modalities as you can, 100%. And Nez will be the best thing for you. Like I said to you yesterday, she'll be one of the best things for you. But man, very, very similar things. Pieces that I didn't know were there, and all of a sudden were starting to pop their head out, and I was like, didn't see that coming. But once again, you start to feed into it a bit more, and you go, I understand why that's there, and I understand why, I have to, start to face this and start to process it a little bit. It was funny because I didn't really think I was in that headspace, and then I actually got a message off one of the guys from New Strength. I ran into him at the start of the week from up at the cafe. And I thought I was sweet, and just got a message of being like, "Oh, hey mate, just checking in. You just didn't seem yourself. It didn't seem like you were mentally there. Are you okay? Emotionally, da 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 da." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sweet." And I was like, "Am I? Am I sweet?" And then I started questioning it, and then open the Pandora's box of nah, I'm not sweet at all. But these are the moments you have to go through, and like I said, it was pieces that I didn't know were there, but pieces that I was willing to face and willing to see what's going on there. So,
nice.
That's me, bruss.
Yeah. Oh, look at us go.
Look at us go. Fucking week full of pain, week full of growth. But
I think we're all on the same page, I guess, there with the old look in the mirror kind of thing and checking on ourselves.
Man, like I said, I just didn't even know it was there, and then I was trying to explain it to clients last night. It was I just felt like my feet was just stuck in the mud, and I was like, but the thing was, I wasn't trying to get out of the mud. I was just happy to stay in the mud and just stay there and just be like, this is it. This is what, I can't do anything about it. Let me just sit here and not do anything about it. Which only serves you for so long until it gets to a point of you definitely need to start facing this.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Sure. But, funny thing was today, it's I started to face it all. I started to process it all, and I started to work through it all. Funny thing, all of a sudden, some other new pieces started to come in, and some pieces that were going to help in other ways. So it's just cool. All right, sweet. This is sometimes you think that the negative stuff isn't going to go away, and you can't, fully move through the negative stuff. But ironically, as soon as you start to move through it a little bit, all some positive things start to come through. So, yeah.
Are we going to do a little segment today?
Well, I thought we decided at the start we were
spelling. I thought we were doing the spelling one.
Yeah, but I don't think Max is.
Have you got any? Well, we'll keep chatting. We'll give you 5 minutes. You can come up with some things.
Or do you just want to do this as the intro one, and then we get used to it, and then we can start implementing.
I don't mind
that stuff.
Yeah.
Just because Maxxy hasn't prepared for it, we can't be like, "Hey, Bruss, get that ready in 2 minutes, and we'll fucking come back to you."
That's normal. That's normally your go-to.
That's you.
You love to come up to someone and go, "Did he not do it to you last weekend or the weekend before?"
He said, "Hey, come on, let's do this."
And then he did occasionally. It's good. When he does it to you, all right, I'm on. And then you go, so I was just throwing it in there.
Yeah.
No, it's true. I do that.
Yeah, but
But, you know.
you got to step up the challenge, mate.
Yeah, fucking
put yourself into
Hey,
it. Throw
hey,
yourself.
say it again, Maxxy,
Go
so
on.
we fucking hear it again. Say it one more time.
I'm
Own
not.
the challenge.
I'm
Who's
not.
going to carry the boat?
Who's going to carry the boats?
I'm not denying any of that. I'm just saying to Max.
You don't know me, son.
I watched that. Yeah, I've watched that. I've never actually seen it. I've always heard people talk about it. So I was like, I'm gonna watch this. Do you know he did 27 bench press?
What?
When he's bench pressing,
27, what do you mean?
27 reps of bench press at I think it was like 70 kilos. Yeah, 70 kilos or something. That's a fucking lot.
Yeah.
For him, for anyone really. It's fucking heaps. Well, maybe not for you.
Not for Max, that's a fucking...
That's a warm up.
That's a warm-up with his one hand.
70 is heavy, man.
That's just to get his rotator cuffs locked. Just to fucking rep out a few 70s.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
That's
Mate, the day that I walked in there when he was up at New Strength repping 150. What was it? What were you repping?
152 and a half, I think it was.
Bro, it was butter. It wasn't like a quick down, up. It was controlled down, boom, up. I'm like, bro, that is butter. Like if I could get to 100 looking like that, that'd be fucking awesome. But no, he's got 150 plus, fucking butter. He's just like, yeah, I'll just get some reps in before we start filming the content. I'm like, Bruss, that is the content right now. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Cody, get the
Stop.
camera out.
That's very nice of you.
Mate. Even Nath was just like, who was that top dog that was repping the weight? I'm like, that is Max.
Yeah.
Repping the weight. But yeah, I'm pumped. This is going to be sick. So yeah, and then the structure will be like per month, 2 guests, 2 podcasts of us together. Instead of always having to chase a guest, we can make it more structured now and have us three do 2, and then have a guest in each one as well. So the next couple of guests that we got lined up, we could probably speak about our guests.
Yeah, let's get a surprise.
Okay, all right, we'll keep it a surprise. But one of them, yeah, like we said this before, is in the WNRL.
Yep.
Is that right? Yep. And she represents every single level up into the Jillaroos. And then also the following week, we then will also have 2 very inspirational people that are doing very well here in Newcastle in regards to their retreats and pieces like that.
Yeah,
They're going to be
I'm excited for that one.
They're going to be coming in here and sitting there on the couch and having a yarn about that. So yeah, that one's going to be a fucking sick one as well. But yeah, like we're going to, like I said, start to incorporate getting either voice notes off the listeners or getting everyone to call in and leave some voice notes or whatever, so we can start to respond it that way. And then, like we said, we're going to start incorporating more segment pieces. So what Tahi and I was thinking, we'll probably do like some spelling bee stuff, because Tahi and I can't spell, so that'd be hilarious.
I can't even speak English.
Can't tie my shoelaces. Can't speak English. And then once again, it could be like some trivia pieces. We're thinking maybe get the listeners to do like a weekly dare for us or something like that. Just make it a bit more engaging with
I'm so happy none of my friends listen to this.
with the listeners. Well, I don't know who listens to it, bro, but we've got a few.
You got a few.
I don't know who listens to it, but
450 people, baby.
like, bro, it's fucking wild.
We'll
I don't get it.
We'll just wait till it grows to, millions and millions, and we get our Spotify deal, and then we'll have millions of dares to do. Be pretty outlandish shit. Start Fear Factor again. Get Joe Rogan on here.
Get him in here.
I'm going to get... Well, I actually won't say it. But if we got millions, it'll be a fucking good time.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. What else should we touch on? We should definitely start firing up that other thing that we were supposed to fire up in regards to this. The subscription thing.
Oh, yeah.
We should definitely start to...
OnlyFans, bros.
Yeah, OnlyFans Max.
Yeah.
Looking at
Cook
you.
out, baby. This way you get you to do live producing
Easy.
just to get ready.
Serious?
Why are you laughing like
Why
that?
are you
Bruce?
laughing? Big cereal.
I'll get it out.
Yeah, nice. Get it angry, baby.
Get it out now. And then, yeah, well, then once we get all of this started, then we'll start to look at introducing a Patreon and, having an extra episode per week. But let's just get this rock and rolling first, and we get into a bit more of a routine with it.
Yeah.
Because now there's 3 of us, and it's not just me and you. We got to make sure it's more organised at the
At
start
least
of the
that we
month.
do know there is one listener. You know what I mean? Well, he's listening.
He's part of the podcast.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like now it's just
Well,
not me
but
and you
that-
talking.
But that means there's like 3 listeners now. You know what I mean? Me, you, and him.
Yeah, but we don't listen to each other. Let's be honest.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, cool. Maxie, you got anything to touch on, Bruss, or you reckon we've covered everything?
Yeah, I feel it's pretty good. Thank you for the introduction.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Oh, you're more than welcome. It's going to be it's going to be an exciting thing to start growing and getting, like you say, a little bit more structure, a little more coherency. You know, start growing the listener base and make it a little bit more engaging, not just for dealing and touching on, all the realms of our health. But keeping it lighthearted and making it a little bit fun, getting some, reaching people that you never thought we could, and that's how we kind of go, grow and become global. That's the end goal, really. Well, I'd say on the journey become a bit more global. Certainly, reach out to people who definitely need to hear it and align and have some natural affinity with us.
Yep, 100%.
So look at Tahi's good-looking face.
Thanks, baby.
Cool. All right. So then, the plan next week will be guest, and then following week will be us 3 again, and then guest again. Actually, what'd be pretty cool when we have the guests on, do the fucking segments with them.
Hopefully they can spell.
Imagine that. Oh, we're gonna do a spelling bee. They go, no, I'm not.
Well, she's a teacher as well, so
Well, fuck, she better win then.
maybe she might not.
Well, exactly right.
What does she teach?
Who knows?
Oh, fuck no, it's not me.
How to goosey, bro.
I don't think she goosey, bro. She runs straight.
Man, did you watch her in that
She won
game
it for
two?
him. She won it for him.
Won that game for him? Yeah. Yeah. And did you see the injuries that she caught? Fucking hell, that would hurt. Anyway, all right, now we're dribbling. All right, so, cool. All right, this will be posted next week. You'll see us once again. We'll get more active on socials, get somehow either a voice note or part that you can be able to send voice notes in and stuff like that and get some questions in for us. And then we'll start to implement some more segments into the poddy and start to build it up that way.
Sweet.
Cool. All right. So make sure you give a big warm welcome to Maxxy and make sure you fucking fill in with love. And once again, much love. Thank you for all the support. We're closing in on 200 followers on Spotify. So, make sure you follow us along there.
Look at us go, baby.
I know. Give us a 5-star rating. It helps us in the algorithm. We're just going to keep pumping this along now. And now it's going to be sick because we've got someone else to help us. And it's going to be way more fucking engaging.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
Fade to black, baby. F to B.